Hi, I am Mary Benz. I'm a realtor with Coldwell Banker, both in Connecticut and New York, and this is Jim McNiff with Total Mortgage.
Hello, everyone.
Today we are going to talk through a few things that, at least for myself and I know for Jim, we get on a daily basis in terms of questions. So the first one I have for you is, what is the biggest question you get when you are working with someone just from the get-go in terms of lending?
There's so many, but I'd have to say the biggest question I get is, can I roll closing costs into the mortgage on a purchase? And the short answer is no, you can't roll the closing costs in on a purchase, but you can get a good realtor that will know the market and maybe include the closing costs into the purchase by getting a seller credit.
And we're definitely seeing those a lot more now, whereas when it was a complete seller's market, no one wanted to do anything for buyers, right?
A year ago, your offer got stuck to the bottom of the pile. You weren't getting a seller credit. Now, you're definitely getting a seller credit.
Yeah. All right.
A lot more inclined to get one now.
Great. And one thing I would always like to, and we talk about all the time, is you have to remember it's not just a down payment. You always have those closing costs. So they have to get paid one way or another, and the way that you just talked about is a really good way to kind of get it off the buyer's plate.
And if you are a first-time home buyer in Connecticut and you have lived here in the last 3 years, you can potentially do CHAFA, time to own, where all the closing costs are covered and you get 100% financing.
There are other things that we can use as long as someone hasn't owned a property within 3 years. If they move into Connecticut, they can get first-time home buyer stuff within CT, right?
Absolutely.
Great. How about New York?
New York, any of the states, as long as you haven't owned a house in the last 3 years, you can do a first-time home buyer program.
Awesome.